Hello everyone and welcome back to Nikos 49 as we play Banished, the Colonial Charter, with the New Frontier mod. Food's going up and down a bit. We did bring in a lot of nomads. Production, I actually don't. I should use this more. In a 2-year span, maybe, yeah. Not now, though. I'll figure it out. Citizens, 474. We keep creeping closer to that 900 mark, and then kind of missing it, to be honest. So we need to get that working like it should. Now, let's take a look. I've got a lot of linen, and I have one of these weavers set for linen. This episode, I'm going to bounce back and forth with housing and some other issues, but I need to get our cloth figured out. When that was running well, everything was good. When it's not, everything is not good. So we need to make sure our whole supply chain is working really well here. Our health is good. Our happiness is low because people keep dying. But our health is good, and that scarlet fever will not go away. I think the density of the people just keeps spreading it and spreading it like crazy. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with that right now. So again, we've got a lot of cotton and not a lot of cloth. I just switched one of them over. That's actually going to tip the tide a little bit in our favor. We've got 4,000 flowers stocked up. I may build a couple more bakeries just right here in the middle of town and get those rocking and rolling. Hide coats are really low. Let's go and take a look at our leather. There's lumber, which I'm loving the lumber output that we have right now. It's fantastic. But where's the leather? Oh, there. My mouse was on it, ladies and gentlemen. So we could do another thing for hide coats. Now, I did already build some of the weavers, so I could just upgrade those. And in fact, I probably will for density, just to keep our density looking really good. And then let's look at wool. We've got a crap load of wool. So really, the supply isn't so much the issue in terms of raw goods. We just need to get people actually working on it. Deer and sheep. Because we're low on logs, I haven't been expanding our supply of pastures and things like that. Oh, look, these houses got finished. Fantastic. I haven't been expanding that like at all. And that is affecting us actually in regards to overall food consumption and actually making things progress as well as they could. So let's tackle a couple things. One of them is not going to be building ranches right now. I'm not going to do that. But we are going to do, not a dairy. Silly, silly night ghost. Let's do some bakeries. Oh, in fact, we could just do them right over here. What the heck is going on? Let's do 4. That's a lot of logs, but I think we'll be okay. And then while we're at it, let's just go ahead and put in some more of these key houses. Quayside houses, excuse me. I do take some brick. I did use a bit of brick on the roads, which I think is helping. Just so you know, I do think we're being slightly more efficient now that we have brick down. These are not complete, though, unfortunately. But we have plenty of people working, so that's not the issue. I just queued up a bunch of stuff, and I wanted to increase our tailors. So that was a little silly of me. But you know what? We'll figure it out and we'll get through it. So I wish B10 would work like it should, but it doesn't. It doesn't work. One thing I have never tested is how close I can get to my mic whispering. I'm not sure if that was like astronomically loud to everyone or really just like super quiet and creepy. So let me know in the comments. Let's do another check. As you all saw earlier, I'm really just trying to fix this main area first. See, that is fantastic. That is so good. Look at that. That's a nice spread. This isn't bad at all. That makes me happy that these are actually, like, people are close. They're not running everywhere. I don't know what's going on here. I think they're sending food to markets. That's what a lot of those guys are. We have a ton of people working markets, just FYI. So those are candles. This is the bakery. I decided that these are kind of acceptable, but I would like to get more housing here so that the guys here could work the ranch, because we do have a massive issue on that southern area, just so you know. So yeah, again, still acceptable, but not the most efficient thing we can do. Okay, and that's doing flour. Very good. So overall, not too bad. That is a very small tavern, and it is full. Is that the only one I have? I think it's the only one I have, guys. I think we need to do another small tavern. Just right next to each other. A bit of friendly competition, right? We'll tuck this one back here. There we go. 2 small taverns. There's O'Reilly's and McGilligan's. Yep, I said Gilligan's. It's funny. Let's do another bridge right here. I think we will continue to do... How much stone do we have? Actually, not a lot. You know what? Let's just do the creek plank bridge, because this is like the whale blubber stuff. 36 out of 120. That is horrible. There are so many people that are sick. Just go to the doctor. Oh my gosh. These people are not smart. Well, at least we've got 100 kids and then a bunch of people in school. I was kind of worried about that dipping down too far. So these houses are finished. Those 2 are finished. This one needs to finish up. I have so many people working, but not like builders, but none of them are finishing anything. It's kind of frustrating. So we did buy all the food that we could here. Look at that. The coats are actually increasing a little bit. The only thing that we did to help that was, 1, we made a new weaver and more cloth is being output from the cotton, and 2, we put down brick. So these guys are actually running back and forth a lot quicker. So that's one thing that we definitely can see as an improvement. Let's see, do we have stone? Oh, we do have stone here. All right, let's go ahead and collect those as well since we're running a bit low. Yep, stone is low, I know. It looks like fuel is low as well, so let's go ahead and do charcoal. Let's get one person working that, and that ought to help tip the tide a little bit more. And as always, I'm slightly paranoid about stuff like this. Let's go ahead and get the brickworks. There we go. I haven't checked on anything down here, but these guys are they're probably pretty happy and content. They're just doing what they do. Yeah. See, this isn't too bad down this way. All right, we got another trader coming up here. See, look, I have like no inventory to actually do this. I'm not going to dismiss him yet. I'm just going to leave him there, let him recover a little bit with the supply. But yeah, that's kind of a problem. So we've got people moving in here. They're barely young enough to have children, so we're still in that really bad situation where we need them to have kids. You know, we could do a quarry right over here. This would be kind of like a wet quarry on this little peninsula of silliness, but I think we might actually need to. Until this is finished, I think we should. Now, you can't get rid of quarries. That's the thing that I really wanted to avoid. But I think one more is not going to hurt us. It'll allow us to have like a dump of supply of people, right? Like an excess of people, put them in the mine. I know that sounds kind of harsh. Just put them in the mines. But it actually will help out quite a bit. Because people have jobs. You know, if you have too many idle people compared to the overall population, they start to kill each other. Fun fact. I don't know if the Colonial Charter changes that. But I know in the base game, what happens is they get bored. They start getting really pissed at each other. And seriously, no joke, they start killing each other. There's not a high percentage of them that do it. But you'll start getting notifications that people died, but it'll tell you things like so-and-so murdered so-and-so. I actually haven't seen one of those messages in a very long time, so I don't entirely remember exactly what they say. But it does happen. It was a little unnerving the first time I saw it. Let's go ahead and get more of these stones. Any of them that are just sitting around over here, we should really be getting. There we go. Perfect. Yep, I know. Stones are low. 10 people still need a home. We're still battling the fever over here. 6 of the patients are right here. Just like, get better. I have an apothecary over here making stuff. I don't know why this is an issue. I'm going to set that limit at 4,000. So maybe that'll help with us having even more of these supplies of goods. The healing poultice that we're actually making right now, maybe that'll help. I really don't know. I really don't know. So, kind of concerning, but that's okay. I think in this place right here, since we only have coats, I'm going to do something. I'm going to get bone meal. Bone meal is actually taking up room that we really don't want it to take up. So we're going to get bone meal in here, and I don't think we have any ginger. Usually bone meal and ginger are those two things that kind of just sit around and don't do much. How much bone meal? Yeah, we've got 4,500 bone meal. What the heck? All right, where's the ginger? Ginger, 67. So it must be used for something right now, and that's good. So cloth, we're missing out on supply of cloth right there. Or how are we doing over here on these guys? Those are hide, those are wool. I believe these are hide and wool as well. That's wool, hide. Hide wool. Yeah, so these are fine too. Oh, wow, look at how many overall laborers we have. That is kind of staggering. I'm going to go ahead and pause this bakery and this bakery so that they're not going all over the place, because right now I have way too many work orders going in for people to build. All right, how are we doing on the oil? Yep, still slow as molasses. All right, if I employed people here with our lumber mill cranking stuff out like crazy, we may actually be able to continue to build this up. To have the shipyard do more hull components. And then we could do more wharf and ship areas, which brings in more food and more blubber, so that we can actually, you know, make oil and all that good stuff. Okay, so the bone meal was brought in. It wasn't used to actually purchase anything. But we did buy a bunch of food right here. Look at that. We're in spring, and we have almost 35,000 food. And that's because of the purchasing power of clothes. Basically, we're the Macy's of the medieval age, right? Like, we've got options. We have wool coats. We have hide coats. We've got cloth coats. Come on down. All right, this bakery was finished. I will employ 2 people there. I know that that's cutting us a little short. But if we need to, we can cut down on the crop fields. We can cut down on the mining operations that are going on here too, if we need to. But I don't really want to at this point. I'd like to finish up these houses because there's plenty of jobs around here for them to occupy. Plus my little population of children. We gotta keep building those families and having people move in and all that good stuff. See, again, I would like to do something about the sheep, but I can't. Let's check on our quartermaster here real quick. What did you bring in last? 80 supply and 16 this year. Holy crap, dude. All right, so he's got 80 supply right now. He's almost done. Forward post. Let's take a look here real quick and see what we've got going on. So, forward post. Post represents one of your military forces' forays into enemy territory. Successful warfare in this era requires guns and proud, colorful uniforms. But as you vanquish enemies, the post will generate many useful items for your colony, including various lucrative building supplies, valuable artifacts, or rare trade goods captured from the defeated. Huh. That's interesting. We're just going to build it and see what happens, right? Don't want any of that. Say get out of here. Some more. We have had more people dying, but not necessarily of sickness. We got rid of scarlet fever. Yes. Whether it was people dying or what, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm sure we'll find out. Let's get 2 people working on that. Get some more of that hardtack out here and feed everyone. Look at this. It's taken them so long to do these houses. And I don't think it's a supply issue. I mean, we just filled the brick supply. Oh, it's stone. Stone is what's slowing us down. All right. Let's prioritize that one right there, just to finish off the quarry until the other one is complete. How much hardtack do you Dang, they produce a lot. 2 people? I guess it's not 2 people. It's in addition to the 6 more. Oh, we're missing 1 person here. Do we have a lot of wheat? But it's in addition to those. But, I mean, these mills require very few people to run the whole thing. So it's kind of impressive. All right, we're at 2,000 wheat. I guess I could put 1 more person here for food. Not that worried about it. It's good to know in the future. What do we have? Oh, these guys are doing stone statues. Oh, my gosh. You know what? That's hurting us. Forget the stone statues. That's on the farmer's trading post. Like, we don't need that right now. We do not need your stinking farm trade. Yeah, we've got furniture. So we're pulling on the logs quite a bit. I really should get all this stuff up eventually. How are we doing on lumber? Yeah, man, they're just cranking it out. That is awesome. I wonder if there's any just straight up good that we can do from lumber. It'd be interesting to see. All right, the small quarry is actually being constructed right now. This is really going to help out. I'll actually free up builders to get this to work properly. And maybe even some miners to do that. Millers. I don't have that maxed. Interesting. I just saw that. I was looking at the miners. We have 37. And then I went ahead and looked to see if we had any more miners. And got some, but not as many as I'd like. Yeah, I guess we really do need to keep those 15 there. Oh, we don't even have the dark mine yet. So we've got plenty of candles. I'm not worried about the upgrade here. This is going to be good. So so that's good to know. Good to see. We're down to 27. Oh, that means the mine was done. It's a mine. Okay, so I brought 12 people off of that. Let's see, 10? Let's just put 12 in there for now. And there we go. Happy freaking day. We have a quarry again. We can start bringing in a steady supply of stone. I've turned off the statue builders. So there we go. We don't have to worry about that as much now. We'll just let that start to recover. Oh, we've got the tavern. See, look, I knew it. I knew that we had stuff like tied up. Not having a place to go from the spirits and the wines. Like, come on. Yeah, I knew it. Does this one carry wines? No, it's carrying coats. Of course it's carrying coats. Why the heck wouldn't it carry coats? What do we have here? We've got a house. We're catching up on our building a little bit. We're finishing off these buildings. Big families are moving in. We've got the Quayside homes here doing their business. I like the idea of having... This is like Little Manhattan, right? We're just building around in this little island. We'll build a bunch of bridges. You'll never even know that they were there. Or it's like ancient London when they build over the rivers. And you don't see them ever again. Oh, we can do the third level here on those as well. Oh, wait, I'm looking at these like we were building those first. Remember how jacked up these houses are? They're kind of stacked up like apartment complexes. Anyway, well, thanks everybody for joining. Let's go ahead and take a look at that last bit of overview here. Citizens, 736 now, because people keep on dying from old age. You're always going to get that, but you know what? I don't think we're bringing enough kids. We're slowly getting in control of the whole situation of having that efficiency in the roads and having more people closer to the places that they're working. So, and that's what happens. That's actually what happens when you increase the amount of people working in your fields and in your pastures. You have to be careful that you have enough people around to actually do that. So thanks everybody for joining. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it. It's a nice little break for the weekend to actually come in here, record these videos for you. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. All that good stuff. All the shameless plugs. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.